brain, whatever you have, these happen from their impressions or DVD. Okay? Everything is stored there. Even the smell will trigger something. Remember that I talk about aromatherapy? Smell will trigger something. A song will trigger something. Sometimes the songs may be a romantic song, so you met your husband or somebody, your wife or somebody or something, you know. A lot of men don't remember these things, but at least, you know, the wives, a lot of wives it is more remember, the woman remembers it more, you know, that they will remember that song. Okay, so that's very important, you know. So whatever you see, whatever you face every day, your mind responds in the way your mind is conditioned. If we don't change the tracks, you are going to be the way you are. Unless you are willing to make a change in your life, okay, to new values and everything, but you really want to be, whatever it is you want to be, that's what we can, Hylunia Wellness in Pittsburgh can help you with our coaches, wellness coaches. We will find a way, we will find you everything, we will do everything to get it. So at least you are always producing happy hormones, all the endorphins, all the you know, dopamine and all the, you know, serotonin and everything happen. I will talk about that later on, how the connections and stress are related, and that's what will happen. It's all in your mind. How you think, how you respond is all about it. So mind is a single organ that the mind, the brain and the mind, how we react, it determines your happiness. Basically, your happiness, stress is all how you think, perception. If you don't want to change, if we don't want to change, not only just the way your condition responds and everything, and what happening is, then you are basically, you will go into your ego. The ego will take over, and then you bring suffering. You know, Buddha said, we bearing sufferings because of ignorance. Basically, I have said, you know, the ignorance is due to the ego is due to ignorance. When people are ignorant, only the ego comes. You know, so if the people know the facts, and if everybody believe God made everybody equal and everything, why they had to have so much of hate and differentiation and everything? See that? Because your belief is that even that certain people believe that's the way it is. That's because of the ego. In any respect. So ego, there's so much of talk about in ego in our scriptures, you know. The scriptures in the Eastern, in the Indian scriptures and everything. So that's one. So you had to become humble, so that everybody will, you don't have to hate your enemy, but at least you don't have to like them. So you shouldn't have hate for anybody. If people bring suffering, if people don't accept you and everybody don't like you, that means, okay, that your ego is there. So what happening is, your 7 chakra, 6 and 7 chakras basically, the ego will come and those people will, okay, they think that's the only way to be successful. Why? The boys from the childhood, they have been brought up by women. To what? Competition. It's a mother who brings them, I am only talking to the Western world, you know what I am doing. It's a mother brings them and they make them do, the boys rather, even in Indian society, the boys have a little bit of preferred than the girls. Societies, whether it's an Arabic or some Chinese or everything, the boys, so it's a mother and it has been brought like that. So they develop, they think they had to be egoistic to be successful. If you know yourself, your stuff, if you don't know everything, if it doesn't go your way, you know who you are, what you are. If you know what you are, it doesn't bother you. I don't care about other people, whether, you know, how I talk, how I dress, what my knowledge. I don't take, you know, sometimes I know, I mean, unless they drive my car, if I don't drive my car, they see something like a guy, you know, some, you know, what is this immigrant, you know? They don't know my success and everything, you know, in the public. Because that's the way their mind is responds. So, but I am proud. So what happening is, when you bring that into you, your wellness and confidence and everything, when you clear up all these blockages and everything, even when you talk, when you stand, when you walk, it comes out as energy. So when even thing is only 33% energy, 33% posture. Okay? So 33% posture and 33% how you look. So even how you look is important. Okay? Especially for a woman, how she looks is important. That's what she looks at the mirror all the time. And so I'll tell you the story. When we had the Hylunia office in Pennsylvania, we have a ladies' room. It's like a ladies' room with a door and the sink on the side and the commode seat. And our manager came and she's a woman, says that we want to have a full mirror in the ladies' room on the door. As a man, I couldn't understand why they are in the book sitting on the commode, why you had to have a mirror. But for the woman, she looks at her. Even wherever she is have a chance, mirror or something, she is looking at it, isn't it? So the beauty is so important to a woman, and this is a big difference from our Eastern philosophy, where we said the beauty is inside. The beauty had to be outside too. Very important. Unfortunately, that's the way people judge you. How you dress, how you look. Okay? So, I mean, if you are living in a colony or something where everybody is wellness and everybody, that's okay. But when you walk out into the world where everybody is there, you are judged by all these things. Okay? So it's important that we have to feel confident. We had to let our fears go. We had to have a plan B in our life. And also we had to change our conditional response of the mind. Very important. Okay? Very key in Hylunia Wellness program here.